Wenzel Perez with a double to bring the Detroit Tigers one game closer to a playoff appearance for the first time in a decade.
Yeah, it's amazing. It literally is amazing. Tariq Skubal does what he does. He got on the tit and he threw 8 innings of scoreless baseball, 7 innings of scoreless baseball. You love to see that. Bo Brisky came in, closed out the 8th and the 9th to get the Tigers the save, get Tariq Skubal the win. Wenzel Perez, he was the best player on the Tigers today, not named Tariq Skubal. He had 3 amazing at-bats, 2 of them drawing walks, and the third one obviously hitting that ground rule double down the first base line to give the Tigers their 2-0 lead. Shout out Byrne in the Woodward Sports Chat.
Shout out. I think
he
he's at the game.
I did my part. Y'all better be at that game tomorrow. Make that place loud. Wake up, Tigers fans. I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm extremely excited. The place is going to be rocking. Hopefully I get to see Jackson Job's first taste of Major League Baseball. But I don't know. I can't say enough about this team, how they're getting it done, the way they're manufacturing these runs, the way they're getting these team of destiny type calls. Like, Parker Meadows should have struck out twice before the eventual Wenzel Perez double. Like, there were 2 calls that should not have been they checked down the third baseline at the third base umpire, and he said that Parker Meadows didn't go, but he obviously did. He obviously swung on both of those pitches, which would have been a swinging strike 3, but little pixie dust on it, and the Tigers get the win. It's just awesome to see. We were talking about it on air during the watch party. Me, Maz, and Ryan. We were who's in the bullpen? Who's warming up? Who's going to come in for Skubal? At first it was Bo Brisky, and then it was Gunther, and then it was at Vest, and we were all just like, yeah, it works. Sounds good. Him with Vest. Sure. Brisky? Sure. Because you just feel like whoever is coming in for the Tigers out of that bullpen is going to just tear shit up. Bo Brisky came in there. He struck out 2 in the 8th. He did give up the home run in the 9th, but then he closed down the club, got the strikeout to end the game. It's just awesome to see that these guys just continue to have that gritty Tigs attitude, getting these wins. We saw all of the Red Wings in attendance at the Tigers game today. That was cool to see them down there supporting the boys as they're trying to make a push for the playoffs. It's amazing, man. Chris Fetter and AJ Hinch don't get enough credit in what they've done with these players, with these pitchers, and the management of them throughout the season. It's amazing.
83-74. 1.5 game over the Twins. I think I saw a tweet. It's either a tweet or maybe a news article that mentioned like the Tigers. Or no, I think it was one of you guys in Woodward Sports Chat while the live party was on. Had a 1% chance to make the playoffs.
Yes.
It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, at the beginning of August, there was a 1% chance.
Now it's 74%.
Yeah, now they're 74%. It's insane. We put the graphic up on Friday of the playoff percentage in the month of September, and it was like just, hovering around 10% and then just shot up to around 50%, and now, like you said, it's up over 70%. It's amazing stuff, man. And I was happy what the Tigers did today. They got the game in before the rain, so you can get Skubal out there. And what does Skubal do? He goes out there, 7 scoreless, 7 strikeouts. Just an impressive performance for the best pitcher in baseball. He's going to win the Triple Crown. He is going to be that guy going forward, and I love it. I'm so happy seeing that. You got to pay him, but he deserves it.
Scoop goes 7 too, just fucking 0.
Yeah,
0 points to show for it.
Here's the playoff graph. The percentage from August, and this was until Friday. It's just an insane run by the Detroit Tigers and what they've done. It really feels like a team of destiny. We're all Marlins fans tonight, as WeezyD313 puts it, because the Marlins are going up against the Twins. We need them to take care of business and put Minnesota in a coffin for us. I'm just extremely, extremely happy. But the Tigers control their own destiny as well. Now you got 4 wins, and you're in. Forget about the Marlins. Forget about the Twins. Forget about the Royals, the Mariners. You win 4 baseball games in this homestand against that team we just saw that couldn't do anything with the bats. I know it was Tariq Skubal, but still, Rays have been bad this year. And then you've got the White Sox, who are the worst team in the history of baseball. You win 4 games against probably 2 of the worst 4 teams in the MLB, and you go to the playoffs. So you couldn't write a script any better. We need Kiter Montero to go out there tomorrow and throw another gem. He has been pitching extremely well. No, I'm not nervous at all. He has been one of the best pitchers in the American League since the All-Star break. The guy's going to go out there. I'm ready to see him shut down this Rays order again because he's been doing it. He's been better than Corbin Burns since the All-Star break. He has been a legitimate number 2 since the All-Star break, which is crazy. I mean, I guess he kind of has to because you really only have 2 starters. But Kiter Montero has been damn good. Shout out to Chris Fetter again for doing that and making him look like a stud. You got to go out there tomorrow and shut down this Rays lineup again.
What's Scoob's ERA in the season?
238.
Nice.
Yeah, number 1 in
your hearts.
The American League. Number 1 in your hearts. Number 1 on the mound. I believe the second place ERA in the American League is 275. So you got a nice healthy lead over that. He's got like a 4-win advantage over second place, and he's got about a 30 strikeout advantage over second place. So God forbid something crazy happens. It looks like he's got that Triple Crown all but locked up. He might get 1 start or another start here down the stretch.
Yeah, it's kind of play that kind of weird now, right? Because if you make the playoffs, you kind of want him. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because he's going to miss one either way.
Yeah. He's going to start a game in the playoffs. He should.
Yeah. We can't start every game though,
Start 2.
Like just force it.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, he's going to end up starting 2 because when they make it to the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to start 2, and like when we get to the second round, you get to the ALDS, and that's a 5-game series.
Yeah.
He's going to start 2 in that series for sure. So.
It's such a magical run to the even if you were the numbers type, I'm sure he'd sacrifice like that Triple Crown to get another W to get this team to the playoffs in the final 5. The final 5.
And that's not even like stretching. Like that's what aces do when you get in those 5-game playoff series. Like if we get through the wild card series, we get to the ALDS.
Remember Verlander did it.
It's best of 5. Scooble's going to get 2 starts. So I like our fucking chances if we get into the playoffs. I really do, especially if it's Cleveland. Right now, we'd be seeing who is Houston and then Cleveland if we win.
Yeah.
If we get into that top playoff spot, it would be Baltimore and then New York, which I'd rather see Houston and Cleveland personally.
Yeah.
But Maz was saying he'd rather see Baltimore and New York. I really don't want any part of the Yankees.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
New York doesn't have a good pitching staff at all, so we would have 2 guaranteed wins when Scooble is on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
And I love what Montero's doing, but like going up against Judge and Chisholm and
don't want that. We are the Yankee killers, though.
Soto. We are the Yankee killers, but this is a different Yankees team.
I'll say this real quick too. I guess actually not. I can't even say that for sure yet. But I know this for damn sure about baseball. I'm not going to give you a bunch of numbers. I can give you a lot of X and O's, but I know every single year you can build the biggest team you want. We've seen it here in Detroit multiple times. The hottest team is usually the one that ends up taking that crown.
And starting pitching wins in the playoffs. Like that's what wins more than anything in the MLB playoffs is starting pitching. We remember that Tigers versus the Giants series. Like that Giants team, they had Bumgarner, Kane, and Lincecum coming out of the bullpen.
Big
like
time Timmy
just
Jim.
Absolutely insane. The Tigers have the best one of the best pitching staffs in baseball, and they don't even have a pitching staff. Like, they've got wild. 2 start. Now you've got Mize and Olsen coming back, and so you technically got 4 starters now. But it's just insane to see what these guys have been doing since the All-Star break. It's really just unprecedented stuff, and Chris Fetter is a god. Like Chris Fetter is just absolutely nuts. I want to get like Chris Fetter deserves a statue if they make the playoffs.
What are you more likely to get, Chris Fetter tattoo or Dan Campbell? You get the bet on the line.
Sure.
But, yeah. Somebody actually already got the Dan Campbell biting his kneecap. Did you see that over the weekend?
Yeah, that's aggressive. But
I ain't aggressive. Shout out to you. I think that's awesome.
Dan Campbell is definitely a cool guy. If the Tigers win the World Series, though, I'd get a Chris Fetter tattoo for sure.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Does it have to be this year?
This year,
okay.
Yes.
Throwing the hood up.
Throw your hood up.
Throw your hood up.
Yeah, I'm really happy, man. I'm really happy with the way the Tigers have been performing. These young guys going out there taking care of business. Riley Green, he had your first hit of the game. Obviously, Wenzel Perez had the big hit and a couple walks. It was.
Wenzel Perez been clutch these
Wenzel
past couple of games.
Wenzel Perez is a
He's
damn
been
good
fucking
baseball player.
yeah, dude.
Kid's a
And
ball
he hit
player.
that stretch when he first came in too.
Yeah.
And he went quiet. Now he's back.
He can play in a lot of different positions. Him and Vierling, man, just to be like your super utility guys in this lineup to supplement, like supplementary bats of Wenzel Perez and Vierling to go along with Keith and Green and, Parker Meadows is coming around.
I saw some
Hopefully Torkelson looked awful today.
Okay, I was gonna say I saw some people bitching about
Awful.
Torque. What
Very
happened?
bad. Just was not seeing the ball at all. Swinging at Javi pitches, like just very, very poor showing. He made a couple nice plays in the field. I'll give him that. Definitely had a couple
Torque.
plays. He's solid at first base, but he looked out of place at the plate. It was pretty ugly.
Which Tiger needs to womp tomorrow? Says
Riley
James.
Green, like I've been saying it
Yeah.
for this entire run. Your big dogs need to be your big dogs when you're trying to make the playoffs. We need Riley Green. You need Carpenter to step up. He had a rough game today as well. You need your big dogs to eat. It's good when Perez can do this and steal you one in a scuba start. But when it's not a scuba start, you need Riley Green to go out there and go 3 for 4 with a bomb. You need Carpenter to go 2 for 4 with a bomb. You need Parker Meadows to have a couple hits. You need Colt Keith to have a couple hits. Like, you need your big bats to be big bats when you're trying to make the playoffs.
How about bullpen day for Game 1 of the playoffs?
I wouldn't be mad at it. Put fucking Job on the tit. First game of the playoffs. Have him open up the bullpen.
Have him start?
Yeah. Have him be the bullpen opener. Have him go 4. And then give it to Brisky or Vest or somebody like that.
I don't remember who interviewed him. They're talking to him about just coming out of the bullpen because he's done it since high school.
Yeah.
And he's like, you kind of like it because I get my stuff in right away.
Yeah. Dude, you put
You
Job,
don't gotta
you put
reserve
Job on
yourself
the
for
mound.
those that long stretch of innings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say, Job, you're going to be our opener. You got 4. He's going out there. He's throwing 102 for
Yeah.
4 innings. Like, God, I would love to see that.
I can't wait to see this kid because there's more than just Tigers fans gassing him up.
God,
It's everyone.
Yeah, he's the best pitching prospect in baseball. He has already. He hasn't even thrown it yet, but he's got a top 5 pitch in the MLB. His slider is absolutely disgusting. It's got over 3,000 RPMs. It is just completely wipe out.
What's your favorite pitch in all of baseball?
Probably it's that splunker that Paul Skeens throws, which is a slider sinker that has I don't know, it's just disgusting. It starts off on the plate and it has 14 inches of horizontal movement and 12 inches of vertical movement and just completely darts. It's just a disgusting pitch. I really
That's
like
a dirty one to have too because some of these guys you need your arms. The fastball guys like Verlander, he's got the finesse.
He's got Skeens has 4 pitches and they go in every single different direction.
That's dirty.
And he can throw all of them at 88 or higher. One of my favorite pitches for a long time, obviously the Verlander curveball was one of my favorites. Just that yellow hammer, courtesy of Tim Price. But Noah Syndergaard. When Noah Syndergaard was really good for the Mets for a couple years, Maz can attest to this, he had a power slider because he was throwing his fastball 103. And he had a 96 mile per hour slider that would just cut off the plate. It was just an insane pitch.